Nossa! Caralho, que turbo, meu irmão! Nossa!
Have you ever asked yourself why some airplanes leave this kind of trail and other ones do not? Look at the ripples. This is something deliberate being released in the atmosphere. There is nothing about reaction of heat and cool. From here, you see, the smoke is being released. There are several shapes. It was made for this purpose. Look at the amount. There is nothing about reaction. Now you can see part of the team that works in this project. We don't know the project, but here they are. Well, you find here the places where the product is agglutinated on. This is a commercial airplane that has been suitable for the purpose. The amount of smoke that they release is absurd.
Where thousands of scientists, engineers, policymakers, and journalists gathered for the American Association for the Advancement of Science Conference. One of the topics was the artificial manipulation of the Earth's climate, also called geoengineering.
We can see the difference between contrail and chemtrail. The contrail is shorter and lighter. This is a normal contrail from the airplane. But look at this. Here in Brazil, the one that I filmed, is chemtrail. This is the second airplane. Usually they pass with 3, sometimes more. It's amazing. Look, the quantity of smoke. It's unbelievable. What they are spraying.
But I think the more we do research, the less easy this will look, the more complicated the environmental effects will look. And that's a good thing, because right now it looks too easy. So I think that if we do more research, we're likely to find out that it's harder and more complicated than we thought, and the side effects are harder to manage. And by the way, it's not really a moral hazard, it's more like free riding on the grandkids.
Who will tell the boy?
So let me be more careful here. To separate out the toxicological, so the alumina we've only begun to research and publish nothing. The alumina we've only begun to research and publish nothing.
They looked at him and they said, so you're telling me that spraying 10 to 20 megatons of aluminum, as you said, would have no human health effects? He took a deep breath and he swallowed and done
Anything serious on alumina, and so there could be something terrible that we'll find tomorrow we haven't looked at.
All together, and I don't see how anybody who's got their eyes open and their mind open can come to any other conclusion but that somebody is spending a lot of money and effort to spray the planet. The question is, why? In England, I've seen it in Scotland, I've seen it in Canada, and I've had reports from people who live in France. There's a grouping, there's a political grouping here of some sort. It's international in scope. It's not just an American phenomenon. It's international. And anybody that wants to investigate that, I think, has to take that fact into consideration.
Everybody is being pulverized. The people? The royal families? Who has this power to spray the whole planet unpunishedly? Now it's time for you to get together with the people of England, close the airspace for these planes, as we should do here in Brazil, to let this kid, all kids, everybody, a better chance to live.
This is just ordinary snow water. And people are drinking this stuff when they're hiking on the mountain. And remember, government action is required at 1,000. This is 61 times over the government limit. And our hikers are drinking this poisonous water on Mount Shasta Mountain itself. Barium, 83. Strontium, 383.
So this summer, the people climbing are drinking poison.
Basically. I certainly wouldn't want to drink 61,000 micrograms per liter of aluminum.
And again, we've already seen in 5 years soil pHs in this area that have escalated 10 to 12 times. We can prove that conclusively. This is not speculation. We can prove conclusively that these metals have been in the rain. We have duplicate samples.
Bachelor of Science in Forestry, International School of Forestry of Missoula, Masters in Zoology, specialized in aquatics, 35 years with the U.S. Forest Service as a wildlife biologist, and before that, several years with the USDA Soil Conservation Service.
When I started this garden back in about 2005 or so, the pH here was 5.5, 5.6.
This is the old soil survey of the county. You can look at the page right here. This is my soil right here. It's a Dietz 125, 126 here at my house. And here, the soil reaction pH should be between 4.5 and 6.0. And over there in the pyramid, it's even a little darker. It's 6.8 right there.
I have a doctorate in inorganic chemistry from Oregon State University, in which I was working with different metals and oxidation states. As you accumulate aluminum over time, it causes major neurological damage because it ends up as aluminum oxide that's essentially stuck in place and can't be flushed out by normal system.
My name is Karen Johnson. I served in the Arizona State Legislature for 12 years. I was in the House for 8 of those years and in the Senate for 4 of those years. When you see a plane fly overhead, there's a trail that leaves the end of that plane, and it goes from one horizon all the way to the other as the plane flies across, and it begins to filter out and cover more and more of the sky in kind of ripples. It widens out and fills the whole sky. I mean, how can anybody think that that was the case? And then to live and to be underneath that and know that whatever is in that is falling down upon you and upon your animals and upon the earth. And I mean, it's frightening to me. And if people don't start really waking up and facing the fact that we've got people that are doing terrible things to us, and we had better wake up and fight.
The people will be behind you, giving the support you need to close the airspace of our countries. You have sworn to protect the people, so now is time to do it. At least do it for your children, for your grandchildren. What is happening now is a cowardice. The people don't deserve it, neither your own. The inequality that was built up on earth to let the people under control got completely out of control. We are living in a planet that is completely unbalanced. Financially, because we are being maintained by war and sickness, $1 trillion in armament business, and another one for the laboratories. And environmentally speaking, which is the most important thing, if we have not fresh water, good food, we have nothing. It's better for us to start very quickly to rethink about life on Earth. Otherwise, it will end very soon, but very soon.